Let's get real, you guys. We all have those mornings, those rushed mornings where maybe you left the house with your base face on, but no eye makeup. And you plan on doing it when you get to work and you take that first 15-minute break, right? You're gonna slap the eyes on real quick. Or maybe you have a wild outfit going on and you need to kind of like subdue the eyes, right? Or maybe you're new at makeup and you're just into neutrals. Whatever the situation is, I'm gonna show you my favorite neutral palette. It's gorgeous, right? These are the perfect neutrals. Okay, let's do this. The key to wearing browns and neutrals is to make sure you have a great eye primer on. Browns and neutrals tend to just disappear on our lids. So if you have a primer on, it's gonna make those lighter neutral colors really pop and stand out. So I apply it all over my lid, first with like a sweeping motion, and then I kind of pat it into my lid, and then I make sure I allow it to dry. Eek, it's time! My favorite I'm so excited I can't even talk. My favorite neutral palette. We are gonna start with the color Antsy, and I'm using a flat-headed brush just to pat the color in place. This is more of a shimmer neutral color, so patting is really essential to making sure that you don't have any fallout. There's gonna be a lot of times during this application process where we're gonna go back in and blend and blend and blend. Because of that, I'm not super critical when I apply these colors in regards to how neat they are and are they in the exact places they need to be. So give yourself some grace, don't freak out because we're going to be doing a lot of blending. Okay, step 2, we're grabbing that crease brush and the color Nimble, and we're gonna use this as our transition color. It's a really nice satin nutmeg brown, and it's going to allow us to apply a deeper brown color on top of it without looking harsh. Okay, let's go in and blend. And I can't find my blending brush. So we're gonna use actually a concealer blending brush to, well, blend. Who says you have to have the exact right tools for the application process? Wing it, girl. All right, moving on to Marvelous. I'm using that same crease brush, but I am making sure to tap off the extra because this is a pretty intense color. I would rather start light and build, right? So I am applying this just above my crease, and I like to kind of just make sure that I have it even on both sides. Again, I'm not freaking out about, is it blended? Is it perfect? We're gonna get there. If only I could find my blending brush. So we're back to using our concealer blending brush, and now we are blending out this deep, rich brown color. I am using circular motions. I find that technique to work really well for me. So as you see, I'm making little circles as I swoosh across my crease. This tends to be the longest process in applying any shadows for me, but I really find that this is where the magic happens, right? This is where the eyes begin to pop and the colors really start to emerge. But what can happen is you can lose a little bit of those lighter colors. So I'm gonna go back in with that color Antsy and just put a little bit more onto my lid just to get that little pop of color. Look, I found it, my blending brush. Better late than never. Okay, last color is Optimistic. It's a gorgeous champagne snow color. I like to apply it to the inner corner of my lids. Browns and neutrals can tend to weigh your eyes down. They can be a little blah. So you have to add a little zhuzh, right? Just to kind of pop the eyes, make them look more awake, more alert. By adding it to that inner corner, it just brightens the eye up. I also apply it right up under my brow bone to emphasize the arch of my brows and again, to brighten my eye up. Now, I do grab that blending brush and I like to blend between that dark color and light color just to soften it. Okay, you know what time it is, liner time. I do love using shadows as my liner, so I'm gonna use a liner brush and I'm grabbing that great deep brown and I'm going to apply it as my liner. And since I can't see far away because I am over 40, I am having to grab a little cheap mirror to make sure I apply it to my lids and not my chin. If you're over 40, you can relate. All right, what a difference just a little bit of liner makes, right? So we're applying to both our upper lids and to the lower lash line. So we are doing a full liner look using the same deep brown color on both parts of the eye. If you have any age showing on your eyes or around your eyes, meaning creases or crevices, it is absolutely okay to pull gently on the eye area to lift as you're applying your liner. This helps eliminate the liner from settling into those fine lines. Okay, there's 3 things I do before I apply my mascara. The first being clean up any of that fallout. Yes, it happens. We get fallout. Clean it up, girls. Okay, step 2, I use a metal lash comb. Metal, okay? Do not use plastic. Plastic is junk, in my opinion. Use a metal lash comb and get your lashes where you want them to be before you apply your mascara. And the third thing I do is I warm up my mascara. Having a nicely warmed up mascara really allows you to apply beautifully. So I am using Younique's 4D mascara. It is a fiber mascara. Also another reason why I like to warm it up, it just allows those fibers to go on really smooth. So I do a wiggle wiggle roll approach. See how I wiggle wiggle at the base of my lashes? Wiggle wiggle back and forth, back and forth. That is gonna add massive volume, massive. Once I've reached that volume that I want, I then I then roll the wand up my lashes to start getting that length. Applying mascara is something that you want to take your time with because you want a really good application. There's no reason to spend time putting on mascara, have it not look good, and then have it ruin your entire eye look. So we're gonna speed this video up here. This is just a second application on both eyes, a little bit of brushing out. What can happen as you're applying multiple layers of mascara is not clumping, but what I like to call holding of hands. It's where those lashes kind of come together and they hold hands. They kind of link onto themselves. So having that great metal lash comb allows you to break up the hand holding, okay? Okay, those uppers look amazing. Don't forget to put a little bit on the lowers. Doesn't have to be a lot, but a little bit really is amazing. So here we go, the finished product, the perfect brown neutral eye look. I love it. Thanks for watching.